So you want to learn how to do feeding braids. Look at my two bunnies. Oh boy. Let's see, what do we need for this hairstyle? You will need 1 pack of X-Pressions braiding hair. You can find it at any beauty supply store. I love this hair. You will need some Eco Gel. Love Eco Gel. You will need some Spritz. I know a lot of people don't like Spritz, but I like Spritz, so I use it on my hair. I use mousse, cream of nature. You will definitely need a brush and a comb to tackle this hair. You will need a scrunchie or 2 to keep your hair in place, and you will need a lighter because I love candles. First thing you want to do is open up the hair. This hair comes very long and the ends are very straight. So what I like to do is I like to take my comb and just comb out the ends so it doesn't have any blunt cuts. It doesn't look too blunt at the end when you finish your braid. And you just continue to do both sides just like that, and I'll show you how it looks in a few. It's not too bad. And what I like to do first is I separate the hair. It depends on how thick or how thin you want your braid to be. I want mine to start off small and gradually become bigger. So I take small pieces and then bigger pieces as I go. For each braid, I use about 9 to 10 pieces of hair. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to separate your hair. So you part it down the middle. Try to make sure that it's straight. I usually use a mirror in the front of me and in the back of me. Now I'm gelling my hair down. I want my braid to fall to the front as low as possible, if that makes sense, to my forehead. So that is why I'm gelling it down and forward at the same time. You want to make sure that you get those edges laid, girl. Yes, so continue to apply your gel. Now I'm going to use my brush to make sure that I smooth those hairs down. You want to get it down as smooth as possible. I feel some hairs that move on over to the other side, so that's what I'm trying to fix right now. I think we're all set and we're ready to start our braid. So first, what I like to do with my hair is I start off with my hair braiding. I don't like to start off with the weave because it gives it that bulky look. So I take 3 pieces and I begin braiding. I usually start with, I want to say I count about 4 times before adding the weave. Started. Now I take my first piece. Now this might seem complicated, but just bear with me. I take it and I grab it with my pinky finger, and I take the other hair and I put it under the braid and begin braiding. And once I do that braid, I take the other piece and just slide it straight back and continue my braid. I count 2 more times. And then I take another piece of hair and continue doing the exact same thing. You're going to take your hair, you grab it with your pinky, put it under, begin braiding. 1, 2, you grab the other one, slide it straight under. 2 more times. Now, as I'm braiding, I want to make sure that I'm staying as close to my forehead as possible, close to my ear, because that's how I want my braid to fall. As you can see, this hair is very long, but I'm going to continue to add my pieces so my braid can get bigger and it can be longer. That's why I love this hair so much. You also want to make sure that as you're continuing your braid, you need to kind of mold and sweep your hair under your braid just so that it can be smooth as possible. Excuse the tangle. It can happen when the hair is super long and you're continuing to add that hair. Now, as I reach the end of my braid, I like to take some gel and place it on my hair as well as the weave, just so my hair can blend in once I'm braiding the hair down. And you just continue to braid it down, and this is the finished look of our first braid. So it's time to start our second braid, and we're just going to continue to do the exact same thing we did in the first braid. You want to make sure that you comb your hair out first, and then you want to apply your gel evenly from the middle as well as the sides, and you want to make sure that you get those edges laid like the other side. Now remember, you want to grab those 3 pieces of hair and then you just begin braiding. Remember, I braid at least 3 or 4 times before I begin adding the braiding hair. Now we're going to take our first piece. Remember, I grab it with my pinky, place it under the braid, and just begin braiding. And then braid 2 times. And then you're going to take that last piece, you're going to slide it under and continue braiding 2 times. And then we grab our next piece of hair and just continue to do the exact same thing. Y'all, I'm starting to feel cute. So remember, as you continue to braid, stay close to your forehead as possible if that's how you want your braid to fall. I love this hairstyle because it's so quick, it's so simple yet so cute and chic, and it really takes less than 15 minutes to do. So I'm going to just tell you, I can braid really tight sometimes, and I'm really hurting myself right now. Only because I want the braid to be nice and tight, but it's actually way tighter than the first braid. But it's okay because it'll loosen up. But just continue to add those pieces to make your braid larger as you continue to go. And you'll love it in the end. So now that we've reached the end of our braid, I'm going to take some of our gel and place it on my hair as well as the weave, just so my hair can blend in once I continue to braid down. Now, if you like your braid to be long like mine, it may take a little longer than expected, but just be patient and I promise you'll love it in the end. So now that both of our braids are completed, you want to make sure that you add those final touches. I'm going to take some gel and just kind of blend it in a little bit more. I'm washing it off my hand, I put too much. Now I'm taking some edge control. I love Hicks edge control, excuse me. It lay down my edges pretty well, so that's why I like it. So you want to take a comb and you want to just make sure that you mold it the way that you like them. I don't like my edges all on my forehead, so I just brush them all back. And now I'm going to take some mousse and place it all over my hair. Now I will complete my look with some spritz just so the braids will hold once they dry and set in place. And we are finished. I think I really like the outcome. I'm loving my braids. I'm loving my makeup. I feel so lavish. Please like and subscribe. Tell me what you think. I would love to see you try it. Thank you for watching.